Hi guys, I'm Hannah, and this is going to be my first in a series of vlogs about my Disney College program experience. So let's get started with the roommate survey. Okay, and I'm gonna go through the first bit really quickly because let's be real, none of you guys care until it gets down to the Disney part anyway. Name, Hannah, age 21. College, University of West Georgia, major, criminology, Greek affiliation, Delta Zeta. Arrival date, January 17th. Departure date, August 3rd. So I'm Spring Advantage Roll Attractions for the second time. And I'm so excited to see where attractions takes me this time because last time I was at Dinosaur, so I'm really interested to see where I go this time. I will be driving down because the plus side of having a car is not only that I can drive myself places, but I can drive other people places and make friends. So hit me up. Do you want to live in wellness or non-wellness? I was planning on non-wellness. Just because that gives me more options of who to look at to live with. But the thing is, if I find people that are wanting to live in wellness that are really cool, I'm open to living in wellness, and it means I get to have really great roommates and a great roommate experience. How many people do you want to live with? As many as possible. Which housing complex do you want to live in? Vista Slay. Actually, the last program I lived in Vista, and it really wasn't that bad. This time I'm hoping to be in Patterson, but I really don't have anything against Vista. I know that a lot of people dread it like the plague, but it's actually not that bad. 3 qualities you want in a roommate? Basically I just want people that I can hang out with and people that are going to cover me if I have a problem. Other than that, there's really nothing that's going to turn me away from roommate possibilities, unless you're just crazy and scary. Are you a night or a morning person? It really just depends on my schedule. My schedule's going to determine if I'm a night or a morning person. I kind of just adjust. Do you snore? How the hell do I know? I'm asleep. But for real, I do a little bit. I've had friends tell me it's super cute, which is kind of weird, but good luck if you live with me. Do you party and how often? I love having a good time. That being said, I'm not going to let it interfere with my classes I'm going to be taking online or my job. If I can balance those two, awesome. Do you smoke? Nope. Do you drink? Occasionally. I'm not a heavy drinker by any means, but I do like to have some drinks. Can you cook? Hell yeah, I can cook. I was raised in the South, so biscuits and gravy, anything fried, I think I mean enchilada, I got you covered. And I'm bringing my crock pot, so if you're friends with me, you're friends with food, basically. Do you like it when your room is hot or cold? I really don't have a preference, because if it's cold, I can have blankets. If it's hot, you're gonna have to live with me, so, would you rather go out or stay in? It's a college program, I'm going to make the most of it. Does that mean I'm going to go out every night? No. I mean, movie nights and game nights with some friends are fun, and that's fine. But, I am going to try to be making the most of my experience. What do you like to do on your days off of the weekend? What's a day off? But for real. As a full-time employee and student, I haven't had a day off in forever. So, I'm just hoping to spend it hanging out with friends and having fun in the parks. Let's see. 3 words that describe you. I'm adventurous, I'm creative, and overall I'm caring. 1 good quality about me. I'm hilarious. No, for real. I'm really funny. 1 bad quality. Let's see. I eat french fries with a fork sometimes. Fight me. Do you like hanging out with people? Of course I want to be around people. What do you want in a roommate? Preferably someone who's not going to murder me in my sleep. What are your biggest pet peeves and dislikes? If there's an issue with me, come to me about it. Don't go to other people. Because it's going to make the issue worse, and that's not what I'm about. Come to me if you have a problem with me. Favorite music? I love pop punk, punk rock, that whole like alternative scene. Basically, if they'd be on Warped Tour or playing in a dive bar, I'd probably listen to them. Favorite TV shows? How I Met Your Mother. May it rest in peace. I'm really into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Graceland, Parks and Rec, Quantico, Scream Queens, Stranger Things, so good, love, so good. Favorite movies? I have this really weird obsession with The Sandlot. I love it, and I cried the day they took it off of Netflix. I really like Jumanji, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and then naturally, you know, the Marvel movies, the Jurassic Park series, the Pirates of the Caribbean series, like all of those are definitely on my list. Favorite food? Everything. Especially if it's fried. There's a special place in my heart for breakfast, for dinner, but I also really love Mexican or just spicy food in general, so that's a thing. Favorite candy? I love sour candy. I don't care if it's sour gummy worms, I don't care if it's warheads, I don't care. If it's sour, I love it. Favorite drink? Okay, so there's this soda called Cheerwine, and it's really good. And if you haven't had it, you're not living your life. And I'm gonna have to have my family ship it to me consistently, so because they only have it in certain states. If you become friends with me, you'll have tried it at one point in time in your life because it's really good and I love it. So it kind of tastes like cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper-ish. That's the closest thing I can describe it as. It's really good. Trust me on this. Even though you have no clue who I am, trust me on this. Favorite color is purple. Okay, and so now the fun part, the part that you guys actually care about. Favorite Disney park? Okay, Animal Kingdom is my home because that's where I worked last program, so naturally it's going to be my home. I did get to go to Disneyland on my last program and I loved it over there. Literally when I walked into Disneyland's Magic Kingdom, I cried. It was beautiful. But I really love Animal Kingdom. It's my home park. It's really pretty. It's, you know, it's an amazing park. It's themed really well. It's just so cool. Favorite Disney character? Wilbur Robinson from Meet the Robinsons. Literally so great. Mushu is one of my favorites because I like the sexy ones. Megara, you know, all the good ones. Favorite Disney movie? Like I said, Meet the Robinsons is so good and it's so underrated. So many people forget about it, but it's so good. And then more recently, The Good Dinosaur stole my heart. Like when I made my parents watch it, we cried together like 3 times. It was beautiful. Favorite Disney princess? I really love Ariel. Favorite Disney prince? Prince Eric. Less. But also like Flynn Rider is up there too. So, you know, it's kind of a tie. Favorite Disney villain? My favorite Disney villain, let me do a short rant here. My favorite Disney villain is Chernabog. Most people forget who he is. He's from Fantasia, you know, Night on Bald Mountain, that nice little embodiment of evil guy that's also in Fantasmic. Yes, he's mine. He's my favorite. I love him. They also just recently put him in Celebrate the Magic and I had a fit over it because I was so happy. Favorite ride? If I don't say dinosaur, am I gonna die? But for real, I really love Dinosaur. I love Toy Story Mania, Carousel of Progress, and the People Mover, like A+ attractions, guys. How many times have you been to Disney? Well, I have kind of lost track now that, you know, I have an annual pass and I also did a program. Before my program though, I had only ever been twice. And once was as a child, like too young to remember, I just have photos of it. And then the second time was my freshman year of high school. So like, there's a gap there. And what are you most excited about? Honestly, I'm most excited about getting to meet all these new people and getting to have another great experience like my last program. I'm looking forward to making magic for guests and for myself. There were so many magical moments that guests made for me. I'm really just excited to get to work for the company again and see where it goes from here because I'm really hoping to pursue a career with them. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Well, that would be it for my roommate survey. Thank you for watching. If you like me or don't like me or literally whatever. Anyway, be my friend, because there's a lot of us going down there and I'd like to get to meet a lot of you, so hit me up.